Hello, my YouTubers. And by the way, I do appreciate each and every one of you who has stayed loyal and followed me or told other people to follow me. I really appreciate it. Pardon moi while I TMI bleed to death in front of you. I was not even due for a cycle to start again for like another at least 10, 11 days. And I don't know if that'll show up, but there's my positive OPK, which I don't know if I put that video up yet because I had so much other stuff going on with Halloween and my birthday. All right, anyway. All right, hang on a second. All right, better view. There is Halloween. I did show you guys the Halloween video. You can see it's very negative. My birthday, that's my positive. And then down here, the day after my birthday, very negative again. I did get a bit of man goo from the donor that day, right here on my birthday. Well, not on my birthday, I take that back, it was on this day. Day after my birthday. But regardless, OPK positive means you should be ovulating within 24 to 48 hours, which would have been 24 hours here, which is when the man goo went out that night and went in. Oh, I said went out. Well, I guess it went out and it went in. And then on 11/3, I tested again, and I don't have it up here, but that one was very, very negative just as well. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Bedtime blogging. It's late, y'all. It is legitimately like, I don't know, I have so much crap on my bed. Can't find the time. Because I don't have a cable box anymore. It is 1 o'clock in the morning, literally 1:01. Hope you guys can see that. Oh, it just switched on me. Yeah, it's 1:01 in the morning. Anyway, I am not in a great mood right now. I literally spent my entire day trying to hunt down Mr. Country because he thought it was a good idea to get on basically a semi-truck with his son, who travels between different states, and go who knows where wearing shorts and flip-flops because this is Florida. Yeah. It's November. Not really the weather to be doing that in other states. And then he called me all hip hip hooray, like he's thinking it's a great field trip thing. He left all his medication, his belongings, his clothing here in my house, and his shoes. He's wearing flip-flops. And pretty much yeah, he's got my number down for a contact for job interviews, and people have called that want to do interviews, and he's supposedly had an interview today. He just texted me at 1:30 in the afternoon, and he's not even in the state. Not really amused right now. Actually really pissed off. And then his son proceeded to pretty much talk junk to me, which I didn't deserve. Not a good day. Not to mention, I didn't film it earlier. My shirt was covered, and I mean covered. Armpits to shoulders to back to front in sand spurs. I'm sure many of you know what those are. Because I went through every set of woods I could find around here to figure out where he went. So, people and problems, man. Not about it right now. And then apparently the lady that has the Chihuahua that I bred my female to is moving tomorrow. She was with me when I was looking for Mr. Country and got her to work on time. And well, no, I got her to work a little bit late. Actually, that's not true because we were looking for him. And then
Now here it is, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't heard from her. And I know she's off work, and yeah, she wanted me to take her Chihuahua, basically. And I told her she was going to give him to me, and then I said, I don't have a problem giving him back to you when you get enough money to get your own place, because she's going to stay with somebody else for a little while. And can't take him. And now crickets from her as well, so. Not feeling the love right now, people, not feeling love. A little irritated.
Sorry, you guys. Really gross. So basically, I've been dealing with, for the last bit of a week or more, it is November 7th, 8th, I don't know, one of those two today. It's what happens when you go to bed at weird hours. Anyway, I should have only been like going from 11 to a few days DPO, not even at the point to test yet. And I started having spotting yesterday. TMI moment. Because it was after a BM, I really didn't think much of it because that happens sometimes. And then it was just light, like spotting. And then a little more later that day, which I really didn't think much of it because, again, it's spotting. And then by the time I got up this morning, it was like all out flood. Not happy. Especially since I just had 3 blood transfusions not even a month ago for the same thing. It was October 19th when I was admitted, and this is November 7th or 8th, like I said. I'm sorry, I don't know about the dates because I can't. Hairball, I got hair in my hair. Hair in my hair. I got hair in my mouth. I can't look at it right now because it'll shut off my camera. Anyway, yeah, so it's not even been a month, and I had 3 blood transfusions. I was on a very heavy cycle then, which has kind of happened every off and on. Some cycles are extremely light, some are very heavy. They told me that's a premenopausal thing. I don't have a regular OBGYN yet because I'm still waiting to get a regular doctor. Because I called my old place, which takes Mr. Country's insurance, which he has the same insurance as I do, and they won't take me back even though I was an existing patient, but they took him as a new patient. I'm thinking we need to work on healthcare for real in this freaking country. Anyway, I am right now highly aggravated because for those that don't know, Mr. Country has been on my channel here and there. Not going to get into a whole lot of specifics, but I will just say that when I met him, you guys know I do the food pantry, and I help people out that need rides, places to work, help homeless people find places to stay, and among other things. We just clicked personality-wise as far as he's a really cool guy and a laid-back guy to hang out with, even though he's totally country and I'm totally not. I love country life, don't get me wrong. I want the land, I want the horses, I want the goats, I want the chickens, I want the pigs, I want all that. But he's country, like raised country, so social standards are a little different if you were to go into, like, say, a nice place to eat, or just what's acceptable about walking barefoot into certain stores. So anyway, no fault of his. People are raised different places. I'm just going to say I'm highly disappointed because I've spent months, I can't even say weeks anymore, months providing 3 meals a day. And now that he had a job at the car wash place and another job coming up, and we just applied for more jobs last night at Home Depot and Lowe's and some other places that really were interested in seeing him. And apparently he has an interview tomorrow someplace at 1:30. I don't know where, because he's being really elusive right now. I am not going to lie, I chewed his ass out yesterday because he was acting a little off, acting a little weird. Said he didn't drink, said he didn't take anything, but he couldn't remember a single, I haven't been up that long, single conversation that I had with him about days. I'm not talking about just like one conversation, days, weeks, about the order to do things in a binder. I had him write it down. I wrote it down. There's notes, there's phone numbers, there's people to call, there's a to-do list for every day. And I'm just highly disappointed that it seems like he has just decided to give up on all that. And I don't know. His family knows. They're not amused because they basically told me, I told you so. That they didn't believe that he would stick with it, which is sad. Because I wouldn't think you'd want your kids to think you're not going to stick with something when you say you're going to do it as a parent. His friend, who has also been helping me get him places and get him this job that he just got, is the one that actually called me and told me that apparently he no longer has the job. Because he thought it was a good idea to show up there and argue about getting a paycheck that he knows full and well he wasn't due to get for 3 weeks. Because they hold 1 week back, and he came in the middle of a pay cycle, so he wouldn't get paid for 3 weeks. Which, hello, rat piss on cotton. What does it matter? Because I'm cooking breakfast, lunch, dinner, packing your lunch, making sure you have a thermos of coffee, not once, but twice a day. And you're sleeping in my car. Can't sleep in the house because mom ain't having it. And not like he could pay her for rent, so that's why. And I have literally spent, I apologize for my looks, y'all. I did get my undercut done today at the hair salon up there because I needed it badly. And I took another lady to work that needed to get to work at Popeyes down the street, which they have the new spicy chicken back, by the way. I don't know if it's everywhere, but in Florida, they ran out of that joker because they made an ad saying something about they don't know why people think Chick-fil-A had the best chicken sandwich, and they came out with a regular and a spicy, so they're back. Go get them before they run out again, because they sold out so fast before that they just got them back like weeks later. They didn't know it was going to be that big of a hit, so I'm going to try to get mom to get some with me later today. Tangent. Anyway, back to this. I have picked all of the ones that were on my arms off, because when Mr. Country decides he's done, he's bailed, he feels like he's disappointed people, he goes out to the woods. Can you guys see the number of sand spurs that are all over me? And I picked all of the ones off that were on my boobs and my armpits up here before I got in the car. I traipsed through the woods quite a bit. The lady that I was dropping off at work was late to go back to work because we were looking for him, trying to make sure he was okay. He left his bike up at the shopping center and walked away. And I have his bike here. So now he's got to walk everywhere he goes. I don't get it. Like, why do people just give up on life? I'm really not understanding that. Anyway, so I have to pick all these sand spurs off my pants at some point. And for those of y'all that are squeamish about blood, check out for at least 10 seconds, maybe 15. Because this is what I love. Yeah, right when I should be on the point of maybe 6 days DPO or 6 DPO, I started bleeding heavily again last night. And in all that running around, I have managed to get blood all over my pants, if you guys can see it there. There's apparently all over the back of my pants as well. Yeah, that's just lovely to walk around the store and try to hold that down because I did have things to do today and appointments to go to. So, sorry, I'm still sick. I have to spit out goo. I'm not enjoying life at the moment. I'm really irritated. I don't like when I put myself out there for somebody else and they don't appreciate what I've done for them. But I still always have that thing where I worry about somebody and want the best for them. And I want the underdog to achieve. So, it is what it is. Anyway, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when the next episode of Jen depressing, crazy, traipsing through the woods, trying to find people that don't want to be found comes up. And I will see you guys in the next one. I do still have my actual birthday video to make, I think. And then also another video that I had recorded before that as well. So things may be a little out of order. This is the most recent one that is filmed on Thursday, November blah blah. I don't even know what it is. 7th or 8th, whatever it is. I can't look at anything that's going to tell me the date or time right now. Anyway, keep being you. Keep on keeping strong. I love you all, my faithful. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.